Well, it's Halloween night here, and I'm just finishing up the edit of this hunt. But man, things are breaking loose. November 1st, obviously tomorrow. With the weather we're getting, I really can't wait for these next few days and weeks, really. My hope is to spend some time behind the recurve on my farm, but even some of these other properties, I plan just get out and be in a tree, whether it's just with the camera or filming buddies. I'm actually leaving tomorrow morning to go film Mr. Winky for a couple hunts, so I'm looking forward to that. But I wanted to first provide an update on Minnesota and share this hunt of Randy's that he and I had recently. I've explained it before, but I've been going up to Minnesota the last 3 years to hunt with him. But we have not been able to put a buck down, at least while we were hunting together, until now. And really fun hunt, chaotic per usual. But I wanted to share it with you guys. Randy, obviously a really good friend of mine, but very like-minded when it comes to whitetail hunting. He puts a lot of time into the land, always trying different things when it comes to food plots or planting trees, or planted a bunch of CRP this year. So it's always a lot of fun. It's probably the one thing I miss the most when I'm hunting by myself a lot, is just the back and forth of hunting with someone, the strategic talk about where you should set up, how you should set up, all that type of stuff. So it's always a lot of fun going up there and spending time with Randy. This was obviously a well-deserved buck, hard-earned. And if you want to see more of Randy's hunts, you can check that out on the Driven YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to that below. But just wanted to share this hunt with you guys, and best of luck out there. It's definitely getting good. All right, afternoon number 2. We're heading in for another high anticipation sit here. We saw Albert last night, saw him again this morning. Watched him head up to bed pretty late. It was close to 8 o'clock or so by the time he was heading up. So just dynamite conditions for mid-October, so we're getting in early this afternoon. I expect some really good deer movement. It's just whether or not our 2 target bucks work their way down. Alright, Randy and I are all set up, ready to rock for tonight. Like I said, we laid eyes on Albert both last night and this morning. Watched him go up this bluff over here to bed right around 8 o'clock. And so there's a decent chance of seeing him, at least laying eyes on him again tonight. But the other aspect is Randy's target, the Big 12, was also right here by the water hole. And so knowing that both of those bucks are at least in the area makes for high anticipation and high hopes for tonight. This is our 3rd hunt in a row between last night, this morning, and now this afternoon in this blind. And obviously most of the time I don't like hunting the same spot over and over again. I'd rather be mobile and chase them down. But the way this spot sets up, a couple things. One, the access is killer. You walk a ditch in and out right to the back of this thing. And 2, this part of Randy's farm is really tough to hunt anywhere else but right here. As steep as this bluff is, it gets really tough with the wind and thermal switching at the end of the night. And the deer coming off of it, you really can't hunt up towards the timber. And if you just stay back here, there's just really no huntable trees. So this is kind of the one and only option to hunt this section of the farm anyways. And it's obviously worked out, so hoping 3rd time's a charm with either Albert or the Big 12. Conditions are perfect. We expect good movement tonight. Wind is a lot calmer than it was yesterday, and they moved really well this morning, so definitely excited for tonight's set. Freaked out about something.
He's the one that come running down the hill, I think.
Straight out of a Halloween movie.
Didn't we? I know I saw her last year. Were you with when we saw her?
Maybe.
I don't see a little hook.
Oh, that frame looks way too small.
Yeah, that ain't him.
Good looking deer.
He doesn't have the mass that Albert has, but he's a good deer. She got here and it was like, whoa, where is everybody? She's coming right to the water. Come down in here. Yep, she's gonna come right to the water. Detour. See what she does when she catches that scent. Oh, that.
She walked right past it.
Oh, this one over here.
Yeah, she walked right over the buck scent though.
Yeah. She's looking hard that way. not even looking up.
Oh, you open the window.
Yeah.
I might be able to go high.
You got it. Got him.
Yeah.
Right there, in the, yeah, he's going up. He's gonna tip over right there.
He's going down. He just went down.
He just went down?
He just went down.
Did that just happen? What do you go 100 yards? Uphill? I gotta set down my bow. Oh. Jared and I were watching this really good 10 come across, and I think he was coming across over here. Doe was downwind of us, blew at us early. We thought, man, there was hardly any deer in the field. They were on edge all night, and this doe come down out of the waterway off the hill to get a drink. He just got around in front of us and was kind of acting kind of hinky. And I just leaned forward and looked out this side window, and the big 12 is standing right there, 27 yards, eating in the greens. And we were all in knots. We were trying to get this side window open because we had all the windows shut because the wind kept dancing around in there all night. Nice work. Nice work. Holy crap. I can't believe we got that window open. This doe starts stomping here, and she kind of half blew at us. And he picked his head up, and I ranged him before he opened the windows, 27 yards. That's the buck I wanted. Wow.
We've been working for that one.
Wow. I mean, oh, my knees. I'm getting old. I'm too old for this stuff. Unreal. It hasn't even sunk in. Yeah. We saw him go down up here. Oh, here we go.
Look up, right there.
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, he went there and then turned and went up here. Oh yeah. Oh my, look at the velvet on him still. Still got all this velvet on him. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing. Oh yeah. Here we are.
It worked for this one.
We saw him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We saw him a couple weeks ago up on top with the buck that we're after with Jared. But we call him Fat Albert because he's old, 9-year-old deer, and we were chasing him. Tonight was an absolute train wreck, we thought, because we had a doe get in. We saw her come across, and Jared said she's acting awful weird, and she got back behind us downwind, and she started blowing at us. And every deer up on the hill, everything stopped moving. They wouldn't come down. We sat there for almost 2 hours, and then a couple of small ones came down, and some deer started to funnel in. Well, then a big doe came down the middle of that waterway, and that splits my two cornfields. and the pond is right next to us. We thought she was coming in to get a drink, but she kept looking to our left. Remember that?
Yep.
And she looked to our left, and it was like, what the heck? And then she worked her way around the front, and then I just peeked out that side window, and I was like, it was like the Chinese fire drill for sure. But you got her done. You got that window open. He got the window. I couldn't believe it. One hand in the camera. He took it off the tripod. I had to knock an arrow. We had to unlock the window because it wasn't a side that we were expecting him to come from.
I mean, do you expect anything less? I mean, it's always chaos, and, and especially for him to come where that doe is blowing. But I mean, we've talked about it before. I think it sometimes affects us more than it does them. I mean, we've seen it so many times where a mature buck even comes in
absolutely
after a doe blows like that, and it just, you know, we're kind of, you know, down, thinking it ruined our hunt, but you know,
he came right out anyway.
Changes in a second.
Yeah, he didn't. She stood out front and she blew at us, and he picked his head up. She actually blew twice. The first time was kind of a softer blow, but he never even picked his head up, and it gave us a chance to get ready. And
yeah, we didn't. We had maybe 5 seconds before he was probably going to bolt.
Yeah,
it was.
You opened that window, and I drew back, and we center punched him.
Yeah, man, that was awesome.
And I appreciate you coming up. Yeah, this is fun hunt. I appreciate you. We were kind of, you know, whichever buck stepped out is who we were after.
Yeah.
And this one happened to step out, and it worked out good for us. So we got some hunting to do yet.
It's just as fun as pulling the trigger, just being there, and especially just the excitement of it. And heck, we still almost doubled.
Yeah, we almost doubled. That's right, because that Albert came out. Yeah, he almost came down. He came partway down, halfway down that edge of that field, and then went in the corn, and then ended up going back up. But I thought we were going to get a chance to.
I mean, there's case in point right there. All the blowing, the commotion after shooting this deer, and here comes a 9-year-old deer by himself.
Yeah.
Down towards the food plot.
I mean, it's like, what on earth?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Man, I sure appreciate
congrats,
you, man.
buddy. Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, it was a good time. Now we get to clean him up, and yeah, he's a good deer.
Go do a little celebrating.
Do a little celebrating, and get back in the tree tomorrow and see if we can catch up to Albert.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Let's go.